Blog Talk Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. We now stand 10 years past the midpoint of a century that has witnessed 4 major wars among great nations. Until the latest of our world conflicts, the United States had no armaments industry. American makers of plowshares could, with time and as required, make swords as well. But we can no longer risk emergency improvisation of national defense. We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions. Added to this, 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development. Yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from beautiful downtown Shenzhen in Studio A, this is Tough Reality. We'll talk about anything that you want to talk about. Politics, religion, anything you don't discuss at the family dinner, we talk about here. Along with me today is wonderful engineer Kelly in Studio B. We're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight. Agree with me or not agree with me, call me. Come on the air. We'll discuss what you want to discuss. You can reach me at mike@toughreality.com. You can Skype me, mikeaemi2. You can get me on Skype. Call into our show. Listen to our show. Be attentive. All right. Thanks for listening.
All right, everybody, how you doing? This is Mike, Tough Reality, toughreality.com. Thank you so much for listening. We got a little bit of a late start here. Computer went wacko and decided not to start up properly on time. So we're a few minutes late, no problem. We're going to have an abbreviated show because of that. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the big show. This is Tough Reality, toughreality.com. We're in beautiful downtown Shenzhen. As the opening said, it is September 30th, 2013. the last day of September for all you guys over in North America. It's getting ready to be the first day of October here in China. We celebrate National Day on October 1st. Welcome, all my Chinese friends out there. Happy National Day. Happy. And with me in Studio B is wonderful Engineer Kelly. Engineer Kelly, how you doing today? Awesome. She's doing great. For some of my Chinese friends, I might speak a little fast. I apologize for that. For some of my American friends, I might speak a little bit too slow. But ladies and gentlemen, listen. What we're doing today is we're here to help you, talk to you, give you some ideas on what's going on in this wonderful world of ours. So many things are happening that I don't know where to begin. Now, one thing is that our government, the United States, is getting ready to shut down. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, I don't like any government. And if that government shuts down, yay! Woo! Shut it down, Obama. Shut it down, please. Thank God. Thank God they gave a year push out for your stupid Obamacare. Ridiculous. No foundation in reality. The average person's premium for insurance is going to go up 100%. So if you're paying $100 a month, it's going to go up to $200 a month. Are you kidding me? Is that your idea of stimulating the economy, taking more money away from the honest working man and woman, and then taking that money and give it back to the healthcare system? It was fine before you touched it. Were there problems? Yes. But you created a bigger problem, bozo in chief. You kidding me? Mr. Benghazi Gate, Mr. Oh my God, AP Gate, IRS Gate, Fast and Furious Gate. Man, you have got so many conspiracies, so many bad things happening in your presidency. You need to be impeached now, put in jail for treason, and hung from the highest tree. That's right, I said hung from the highest tree. And that's not racist. That's just because you're a treasonous person. It doesn't give a crap about people. Calling in drone strikes on children. Giving chemical weapons to the rebels over in Syria and then saying the Syrian government did it. You, my friend, are a criminal. That's right, I'm fired up. That's why I'm excited about hearing this kind of crap. It irritates me, man. I don't know what other word to say it. I'm mad. I am. Because why? This guy is out there trying to hurt not just our United States, but this bozo's out there shooting children, giving chemical weapons, shooting in other countries. We have no business doing that kind of thing to children. Huh? Look, you Americans, you need to rise up. Stand up against this bozo. Go down to the Pennsylvania Avenue, stand out in the White House and say, we want you out. We want you out. Don't anybody take a gun and go shoot him. Although there are a lot of people that says the New World Order is getting ready to. The New World Order is getting ready to shoot him because he's gone against what the banksters wanted to do. He's on the hit list, ladies and gentlemen, just like Kennedy, just like any of these other guys, Martin Luther King. You know, he's on the hit list. He's gone against him because not because he wants to do something right, but because that mofo wants to be a dictator. A dictator? You kidding me? Mr. Obama, come on. Who taught you constitutional law? You've taught constitutional law. What are you doing? You're ripping it up, standing on it, spitting on my Constitution. I'll spit down your throat. Oh, my God. Now, that's not the only thing going on in this world. I mean, the Syrian thing is still hot because they're having to prove the chemical weapons that, you know, were by the Syrian government. They were by the rebels. And Syria's agreed to, and their new leader. Look, I'm glad the new leader has decided to talk to Obama. Now, is anything going to happen out of that? I don't know. Hope so. But I want to thank publicly Putin for standing up and stopping World War III. And I want to thank God for doing that. I prayed, Lord, please, I don't want the nuclear bomb to go up in Damascus. I don't want it to stop being a city, stop being a ruinous heap. So many preachers are coming out there saying, yeah, Damascus is going to be a ruinous heap. It's like they're salivating, rubbing their hands together, saying, oh, I can't wait for the end of the world. Stop it! There are more people to get saved. Right? I'm not trying to say that God's not, his time, I think his timing has already started. We can't stop that. But we need to quit worrying about what's going to blow things up and do this and do that, and start worrying about your neighbor. Huh? Start worrying about your next door neighbor, whether or not they're saved. Start praying for them. Huh? Every Christian quit worrying about all the things that are going on. When's Jesus coming back? Oh, I think he's coming back tomorrow. Hey, it could be. You know what? I don't care when Jesus is coming back. Oh, my God. Did Mike the Christian say that? That's right. I don't care when Jesus is coming back because in the Bible, he tells me don't stand around looking for him to come back. He does say look up and the redemption draws nigh. Your redemption draws near. 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 How far is near? Well, he said your redemption draws near when these things start to happen. That was 2,000 years ago. If 20 years ago I stood up and looked in the sky and stand there waiting for God, how many people got changed? How many people got into heaven? When you go into heaven, Christian, you're not going to get rewarded for standing around waiting for God. You're going to get rewarded for doing the thing that God called you to do. Number one, love God. Number two, love people. How do you love people? By sharing Jesus with them. That's why we're all screwed up. Society thinking that man and a man is okay for a family, the woman and a woman is okay for a family, that a child with a man and a man, a child with a woman and a woman can be normal. Are you kidding me? It doesn't say that in the Bible. I'm not trying to offend, but I'm trying to tell the truth. If you're in that lifestyle, you need to change, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling you that. That's what God said. Oh, God should be accepting. God is accepting on his terms, his Bible. Not on your terms. You can't go to God and say, oh, Lord, listen, I want you to accept me, but I'm going to go out and kill some people. Is that okay? No. Oh, Lord, I want you to accept me. I'm going to go to heaven, but I'm going to go steal some things. Is that okay? No. Oh, Lord, you know what? I want to have sex outside of marriage. I want to go have sex with anybody I want to please. Can you still accept me? No. You have to repent from those things. I mean, stop them. Stop. Am I fired up? Yes. Because we have a lunatic in the White House that thinks it's okay for homosexual marriage. We have a lunatic in the White House that thinks it's okay to kill people. Murder. Thou shalt not murder. And that's what he's doing. I'm not talking about a legitimate war. Somebody invades your country. You have to defend yourself. That's not what's happening. Who's invading America right now? Who? Show me. Show me where it is. Huh? Is Iran invading America? No. Did Iraq invade America? No. Did Syria invade America? No. Did China? Did Russia? No. Who's invading America right now? Nobody. We should not be involved in any conflict in the world because that's murder. We're murdering children. And because of our pressure, there are Christians getting murdered in Sudan, in Nigeria, in all kinds of places like Nairobi. Christians are being killed. Do you understand me, Christians? Because of our president pushing the buttons on drones. The man is a killer. He's a murderer. He's a sodomite. He himself, many people believe, is gay. He's a Muslim. Oh, my God. Where has our country gone to? Where? Ladies and gentlemen, what has happened in our country? Now, in a second, I'm going to tell you what I think has happened. You might believe it. You might not. You might think, Mike, you're a nut. I'm not a nut, ladies and gentlemen. I study history. I study the Bible. I study what people are doing. I study that. Then I make a decision. I am a critical thinker. That doesn't mean I'm a critical man, a negative man. What critical thinking means is you take the bad and the good and the ugly, everything together. You look at it. You evaluate it based on true information. You evaluate it. Then you make a decision what you think is right. Based on, in my case, based on God's Word. You understand? Your case, if you're not a Christian, you're based on what your morals and your ethics, and that is you you're a Muslim or Buddhist, you